Okay. Be great to stop dropping stuff every 10 seconds. So let's learn how this thing works. I don't really want to take it apart, but damn, that Torx bit's huge. So it's a T15 by the looks of it. Yep. And I believe that the screws on this are titanium, so... Oh, fun. Mandy, what's up? How's it going? Nope. Not what we're doing tonight. Please be T8. Oh, beautiful. I collect folding knives. I don't collect butterfly knives. This is a Schwarz Enduro. At the moment, I'm just figuring out how this one works. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just released a month or two ago with a patent pending lock design, so I figured I want to see how that lock works. Plus, I'm going to need to take it apart to drill out the holes for the other side eventually, so I need to know how to put it back together anyway. Whoa, that's heavy. This is way heavier than I thought it was going to be. Hairspring type deal. Interesting. This is a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. So that's where the patent comes in, is using this instead of the Omega spring that goes down and back up around. This is, by the sounds of it, a lot easier. Yeah, it's heavy for G10. It's milled out though, and it's actually pretty thick. Now let's teach me how to put it back together. I'm not expecting this to be easy to put together, to be honest. Oh yeah, this is at least twice as thick as an Omega spring. I wonder if I can hold it in place. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. And there's no video on how to take these apart or put them back together yet, so I might just send TJ a message and say, yo, how am I supposed to put this thing back together? The way that you do it from factory, because there has to be an easier way. Ooh. Don't want to send that shit flying. Well, that worked. That was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. I haven't taken the whole thing apart yet, so I don't know if it's actually going to be just that easy. That did work out, though. I would be concerned taking the entire knife apart, because I don't think it's going to be that easy putting the whole thing back together. Wipe my hands off real quick. I did ask him if he plans on doing a lighter spring for these. These springs are very hard. They're hard on the hands. I'm sure the astute of you may have noticed that mine is left-hand carry. I'm sure I already brought that up. 6 cents, welcome back. I gotta be careful doing this part. Stripping a titanium screw is not on my bucket list. Mac, what's up? Well, I over-tightened it. Definitely never would have seen that coming. Give me just a sec and I'll show it real quick. I want to tune this before I mess around anymore. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is so hard to do under camera. Okay. So this is the Icon 35-bit set. Comes with everything you see here. And you can, it is a flex head ratchet. Probably my favorite tool, to be honest. It's been great. And they're $40 from Harbor Freight. It's a great kit. It's treated me pretty damn well. I decided to try breathing water earlier while I was taking a drink. As I'm sure you could tell, it didn't go very well. Anyway, I used this thing for some cardboard earlier, so it's not as sharp as it was from factory. You are correct. I do not remember you. But been going all right. Just stropping right now. Yeah, I know. Breathing water doesn't really work very well. It's hard to do. How are you doing? It's funny, you'd think that I'd remember the people that have bought from me as well, but I don't remember half of them. I've sold so much stuff. Oh, cleaning. But real quick. Paper towel. Pretty please. Okay. I didn't think it was going to be that sharp because it doesn't feel that sharp. I've gotten pretty used to knowing how sharp something feels. And this one just doesn't apply. I've given out tons of recommendations. I can't stand the whole ASMR stuff. I've tried it, and I can't shut the fuck up, so my channel will never be an ASMR channel. Mm-hmm. I'm sure. I'm sure that that's the truth, 100%. I thought you weren't supposed to talk during ASMR. I haven't really looked into it. Yeah, apparently I'm really good at putting people to sleep. Probably my monotonous voice. So I have put all of those Civivis up for sale. I haven't gotten any bites on them yet, but I'm hoping. I have them priced pretty well, I think. I don't know what two of those words mean. Dulcid. And whatever that last word is. I'm assuming that last one's supposed to be a medication of some sort. Damn, I'm good. Yeah, I don't think I ever would have gotten that first word. So I think I might end up edumacated. Yeah, I have a little bit of edumacation too. I think by the time that I need to have it saved up, I'll have enough money for that next grail knife. But I think I might have more than I need at the time of paying for it. So, what should I get between then and now? I'm not taking it apart again. That was not fun to put back together. I didn't take it all the way apart, to be fair. I only took the front scale off. Not gonna do that. Lately, what? Has anybody made M-Tech? Oh, please, let's find you something better. I promise we'll find you something better. Literally, yeah. I have found M-Tech knives at the gas station. Wartech too, yeah. There's a few of them, like Snake Eye, I think, and God, it's been forever since I've owned those things. I can't remember all of them. But we can find you a better knife. All we need is your budget. True. I should check my email. Yeah, but then you're going to have to wait forever. That's the downside of buying from them, is their wait times are really long. All right, we'll see you later, Amelia. You have a good one. For $39. Your budget and how long you're willing to wait. So, sounds like $40. If you're willing to wait like a month, you could get something from Meguiron. I have a ton of stuff for sale, just most of it isn't priced around that. Oh, good point. I forgot that it wasn't just straight from Meguiron. I didn't know you could buy them from other places. I'm going to measure the bearings on this one and see if I can get a set of skiff washers for it instead. But first, I want to see what may be causing 432, 428, 428, so 410, 402, 401. I'm going to turn the stop pin backwards. I think the stop pin may be causing the blade play issue. And it is definitely a weird blade shape. Yeah, it wasn't like that when I got it, I don't think. And the only thing that I can think of that I might have done wrong was putting the stop pin in backwards. What is it with the shit that I own and stop pins being problems? Ozark Trail doesn't make the best stuff, but they don't make the worst either. I would agree with that statement. I need a larger stop pin. Larger. Diameter. Length is fine. It's like 0.02 millimeters too thin or too narrow or whatever you want to call it. Just barely. Barely. Bowen, what's up? How's it going? I think it'd end up being too much. I'll probably just end up selling it to a pawn shop and, actually, let me double check something. $404, $417, $401, $403. Give me just a sec. I'm figuring out or diagnosing issues on this thing. What do you consider really cool? Ooh. I have no knives with dragons on them. I can show you my favorite. This one's my favorite. No, what I really need is another titanium frame lock. And what I will be doing is selling this one and putting that money maybe towards... I don't know, I've been wanting a Pyrotech Saga for a while now. I just always thought that they're too damn expensive. Well, that'd be interesting. Anyway, one of these will run you about 500. I'm looking forward to having the holes drilled on this side. I really do think that I want to carry this thing more often. Especially now that I loosened the pivot a little bit. This thing's just rock solid. Oh, shut up. You know exactly how much those things cost. Anyway, I'm thinking about getting a Pyrotech Saga in S90V. It's a integral titanium frame lock. What do you mean by a cut test? This is a Saga. This one, as is, will run you about 360. And you can swap this front plate for other colors and stuff. But this one looks like it's zirconium or zerblasted. Yep, this one's zerblasted. Way better than sandblasted. I hate sandblasted finishes. Because then you have to beat the shit out of them for them to feel good. You know what the worst part about this is? I just want this knife with a titanium front scale. Supposedly, it's about the same size as a Sebenza. I'll have to verify that myself, but these things, I don't think that they can be worked on for the most part. So the blue one has sandblasted finish all over it. And this one is Zerblasted, so instead of feeling like sandpaper against your hands, it's going to feel more like the glass blast that I've gotten so used to. Oh wait, they released a blue Zerblasted version of this. I didn't realize that. Dude, that's awesome. There you go. Well, I wear soft pants, and I don't feel like shredding my pants. But yeah, I think I might end up getting one of these. I don't know, I'm not dead set on a color. I do agree that the blue looks better, though. Something about the red doesn't match up with the titanium. It doesn't look right. The blue just happens to look a lot better. You would have thought I was doing drugs. I'm still debating on if this is what I want or not. Here's the thing. If I'm going to get it, I want to buy it from Blade HQ because that's what I was thinking. There's just something off about the red. It's not like really far off, but it's enough to mildly bother me. But if I'm going to get it, I want to get it from Blade HQ because I'm really close to Zirconium tier already. Then I get free shipping no matter what I buy. I'm like $400 away from being Zirconium tier. My membership. Sorry, I'm $560 away from it. And I have $10 off my next purchase. Yeah, but I don't get free shipping from you, so I should send Blade HQ an email and say, hey, if you guys buy one of these, I will buy it from you as soon as it shows up. I have no clue who that is. I'm not a very mainstream person. I scroll Instagram reels and that's about it. And damn, there's some messed up stuff on Instagram. You piece of shit. I just tuned you the other day. Yeah, I'm not completely against that, but I want one to keep. So here's the thing, right? I would like to try one out before I buy one because I've been kind of disappointed in in my horsey. Don't get me wrong. This is a great beater knife, but it doesn't have a hollow grind, and there's so much friction when cutting anything with this thing. It just sucks at cutting stuff. It's like it's designed for combat and that's it. And it's not supposed to be used for anything else. So when I buy a knife expecting like a hard use EDC knife, this isn't it. I don't want to get rid of it because I saved up for a long time to get it. Yeah, you mean like the original Umnumzon? Those things had huge pivots. I don't know. I need to stop dedicating certain money to certain things when I'm still unsure about what I want. Oh, the pivot screws on those aren't flat, by the way. And you're probably sitting there like, well, no shit, they aren't flat. Give me a second, I'll explain it. Okay. So there's a lot of surface area on the bottom or the back side of this screw, and I can freely twist it. Right? I can pretty freely twist that screw to a point and then it stops. That means that there's excess friction on one spot. And yeah, you're right. It increases friction when it gets stuck in that spot. So it goes from being easily able to be flicked. Oh, you get what I'm talking about. And then you turn it and it won't go any further than that. So now I have to grab my T15 and loosen it. Ground fog, what's up? I don't know, I just want this thing to be a good knife, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. I kind of regret buying it. It's not very often that I regret buying something like that. Uh, 427, I think. It just sucks at cutting stuff. You know, you spend 427 or whatever dollars on this thing. It might have been closer to like 418. I don't remember exactly. But you spend all this time or all this money buying something that you expect to be a decent everyday carry knife, and it sucks at cutting. Well, I got it on sale because it was an open box deal. And I don't really like the decorative ones. None of them really fit what I want on a knife. I guess we're going to sharpen my Nkosi now. Didn't realize that I dulled the front half. Yeah, it sucks at its only job, kinda. But I'm not sure if this was designed to be an everyday carry style knife. I think it was for combat, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me double check that real quick. In their own words, it's ideal for collectors and everyday carry enthusiasts. Bullshit. Yeah, it's comfortable though. That's what pisses me off the most is it's comfortable. It fits my hand really well. Like really, really well. My finger fits perfectly in these two cutouts. And it's just perfect. And then you go to cut anything with it and it's a piece of shit. Yes, you told me so. I know you told me so, but you know, I've wanted one for a while. I figured I'd throw the money on it. And then it is a very attractive paperweight, yes. I was reading the description on the knife. I don't know, I kind of want a plain one. You know, I was okay with black. And I 100% agree that a lot of coatings just make things worse. Actually, that clip's pretty nice. I don't know if anybody makes an aftermarket clip for this thing since it just came out like 2 months ago. I think it was announced on June 5th. Yeah, that one's PVD. The whole thing is PVD. Except the clip. It's a little heavy, but it's not uncomfortably heavy. Oh yeah, this is a great knife. I was carrying it today. In my left pocket because it's left pocket carry. But yeah, I'm liking this one. I think it was worth the trade. I'm glad he took the trade. I traded my small and Cosi for this plus $30. So the small and Cosi's gone. No longer for sale. I just wish this was that. Because this one doesn't do it for me either. You drop $500 on this thing, and it's just not as nice as your Nkosi that you spent $400 on. It disappoints me. No, I don't want to sell it. I did tell you if I ever do end up selling it, then you get first dibs, but I don't plan on selling it because I've said it before, I don't think I could get another one. Now that I've broken the pivot loose on this one, it is a lot smoother though. I gotta, I don't think he's gonna care. But yeah, I traded with the owner of the company to get this one, so that's fun. Yeah, that doesn't, just because I live down the street from them doesn't mean that they're gonna give me first dibs on getting another one. Every time that an Umnumzon drop shows up, they're sold out within, I think it's within two or 3 hours now. It used to be almost instant, but now with people realizing that they're not turning around and making a huge profit on them all the time, they don't sell as well. I think that's a good thing though. Means that scalpers aren't going for them all the time anymore. What do you mean alternative Omega springs? Do you mean the springs in that brown knife? Yeah, that was this knife. It's these springs. They're huge. I took it apart earlier to see how they worked. Yeah, that's the model. They're a bitch to get a hold of, though. Apparently, when he dropped them on the website, they sold out in less than a minute. And I happened to get the last one that was on the table at the knife show. That's not a bad idea. They'd need to fit without modification, though. And you'd have to do like one model at a time. I've been looking into the Mojave. I really like how that one looks. It is a lot of money, though. I'll have to think about it. It fits just about everything I want, though, in a knife. I love S90V. Titanium frame lock. Pretty lightweight. Well, I don't care what you think, Lou. They're my favorite, and you can suck it. And just to make you happy, two things I need. I really don't understand why I have like 4 moderators. Was I like really popular at some point that I needed 4 moderators? I got 7 people in here. I think last year, at the end of the year, I was peaking at like 50 people in here. Oh yeah, good point. It'll never work in the vertical streams, but what was I doing? Grease. Chris Reeve grease. Gonna need me a bit of that. I'm getting some lock stick on my Nkosi again. Actually, subscriber retention hasn't been a huge issue, which I'm kind of surprised about. Um, growth stopped, but growth stopped when I got monetized. The day I got monetized, growth completely died for the most part. Yes, yes, I have. But in what way are you bringing it up? What about them? Mean, but nobody's ever gonna know about that. Mm. I have preferences. I'm probably gonna sell this one. If you got one, what? A Mojave? I'm sure I'll love one of those. I kind of wish they came with washers. Oh yeah. The thing is, I'd wanted one for like a year, and then one popped up on sale for like $100 off. I think it was like $120 off total. So, might as well pull the trigger on it then. And I did. And it's a comfortable knife and it's a decent fidget toy, but other than that, it sucks at its original job. Yeah, I'm debating on moving it. I'm not 100% sure if I will, because I kind of want to keep it in the collection just because. But if I moved it, I would have a lot of money to put towards something else. The Rask is out of the question until they start making them in MagnaCut on a regular basis, not randomly. Yeah, I could easily, if I sold that thing, I could easily afford a Pyrotech Saga. Ooh, you know what I should do? I've talked about doing this a couple times, making an Instagram group full of subscribers. Not that I expect people to talk in there all the time, but yeah, you got a point. Maybe I should move it. Put it up for like 400 or something and see if I can get rid of it. I don't see any of them selling for under MSRP. Now, how do I make a group on here? Well, I keep the box and papers for everything, so at least it's got box and papers. I should probably pull it out of that box instead of having it rubbing up against my Unum's on the whole time. A little bit of light scratching. Not terrible. Honestly, I could probably sell it for what I bought it for. Well, the thing is, I'm seeing them listed at MSRP everywhere, including eBay. Yeah, I completely agree. The thing is, they won't redo the coating. I'm gonna go put this horsey back in the box. I also need to join a Chris Reeve Facebook group that allows buying and selling. I'm Probably, but I'm not going to. Well, I've got the group chat started now. I'll need to add people to it, but woohoo. I've been threatening to do that for a little bit. It would be cool looking, but you'd have to find somebody who wants that. I think that would just make it harder to sell. All right, I gotta ask, what do you guys think a fair price for a Sebenza 31 would be? Comes with box and papers plus an aftermarket front scale and an aftermarket backspacer. I have a specified taste in knives. And I agree that I do like every knife on the table. Well, every knife on the table that you guys can see anyway. It'll be dropped off at the shop to have it reblasted before I sell it. I have two Sebenzas. I'm keeping the one that was made on Halloween. Dang, I'd be losing a lot of money on it. $450 shipped. The scale was 20. The backspacer was 20. Brand new, it's 580, so that's about 620. I didn't realize I was that far into that thing. Oh well, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 450. Oh, you're going to love this. They sent my 940 back with a stripped screw that it didn't have when I sent it out. This screw is stripped. And they still didn't fix the issue. So now I'm going to have to order parts for it. And I'm going to have a custom stop pin made. I'm pretty pissed, honestly. I send this knife in twice. It's been gone for a month and a half total. I send it in twice to have it fixed. And it's been sent back with more problems than it had to begin with. That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking somebody did it on purpose. Here's the problem. It's currently my favorite knife in S90V that I have. So I'm a little mad. Don't get me wrong, my bug out's okay. That's just a whole different beast. See, it's a little different when you buy a new knife and it's got a stripped screw versus sending a knife in to have it fixed and it comes back with a broken screw. I don't know, I like it the way it is. It's a farm knife. That's what it is. It's supposed to be a spay blade, but they call it a reverse Tonto for some stupid reason. It's not a reverse Tonto, because a reverse Tonto should go straight all the way. It's the only way I can explain that. This thing is a spay blade. It always has been a spay blade. Yeah, I'm going to tomorrow. Exactly. It's a spay blade, and for those of you who say that it isn't, you're wrong. I will die on that hill. But yeah, that's my favorite knife in S90V right now. And as much as I kind of want to get rid of it, if I got rid of it, then I'm missing out on one of my favorite knives. Thank you. Go look at any trapper. Any trapper knife that comes with a spay blade looks exactly like that. It's designed by a guy who, if I'm not mistaken, he was a... this is a Benchmade 940-1. The -1 is the carbon fiber. Anyway, the guy that designed this knife, if I'm not mistaken, was a farmer. It's made for farm use. It's a great knife. Is that what it was? There you go. Rancher, I guess a rancher is different than a farmer. I'll agree with that. My point still stands. It's made to be a workhorse. And when people call it this tactical blade shape that it isn't, I find it annoying. Because that's just not what it is. Yeah, this would be a great knife for hunting. Another great knife for hunting would be arguably just about anything else on the table. Now that I think about it. Yeah, just about any knife on the table would be great for to use as a beater knife. It'll do everything that you need it to do. Exactly. Yeah, the whole point of it not having a spiky tip is so you don't stab. It's for slicing. It's not for poking into things. Right? Where this one's more of a pokey design. It goes up to a point instead of clipping off at a weird angle. This one's just easier for stabbing. I mean, drop point, obvious. It's obvious. This one's, I would argue, more of a slicing design as well. Just a huge belly across the whole thing. But yeah, this is for ranch work. I was wrong. It's not farm work. It's ranch work. I mean, this one's more of a large EDC, not a hunting knife, but I think it could arguably do the job. Yeah, if you've got one of the ones, if she's got one of the ones in carbon fiber with the S90V blade, the edge on these things is going to last forever. When I think of farm, I think of produce like vegetables and, corn, wheat, stuff like that. And when I think of a ranch, I think of cattle. I know that's not exactly how things work. That's just the way that I look at it. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's a great knife. It's actually the second least expensive on the mat. 350 is a lot of money for a knife, though. See, I've heard somewhere that shredded carbon isn't as structurally sound as a regular weave. I will say, just about everything that I sell is worth the money. But I'm not trying to get you to buy something right now. And yeah, every knife on the table, short of maybe that one, That's not true. They'll all last you a lifetime. When you're spending 350, 550, 500, 800. I mean, this one's the least expensive at 285, but you get the point. When you're spending that kind of money, it should last you a lifetime. And with as many knives as I have, it'll definitely last me a lifetime because there's no way I'm only carrying that. I haven't noticed a difference because this is smooth. There isn't much grip here. I don't mind either way, to be honest. I do kind of like the look of the layered carbon, where it's not a weave, it's just layered. It looks kind of like this, just carbon fiber instead of G10. So it's got the lines going long ways on the contours. It's really interesting stuff. VC Edge did something like that with, let me look it up. VC, it's the interface. You had the option between weave and flat. Give me a sec, it's going to be a bit. Gallery. The thing about the carbon fiber barrels is they're not solid carbon. It's just the outer layer is carbon. I'm sure it saves a lot of weight, but I have a fluted barrel on my rifle and it's good enough for me. So this is what I'm talking about when I say wow, that is dark. That was a really dark picture. So that's the flat carbon, where they just do layers of fiber instead of weave, like this. What they do with the barrel, I think, I haven't really looked too far into it because they're just too expensive for me, is they take them to a lathe, they remove a shit ton of material, and then they wrap that in carbon. It's just for weight savings. It's not beneficial in any other way that I can think of. I'd argue that it's worse because you end up getting worse recoil. And frankly, I don't enjoy recoil all that much. Do they do that kind of stuff? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't have kids because, one, I don't like kids at all. And two, holy shit, are they expensive. Yeah, 4,000 sounds about right. My rifle was 250. The scope was 50, and then the bipod was 30. My whole rifle setup, it's a 22, but my whole rifle setup was under 500. It'll knock the primers out of a 12 gauge shotgun shell at 100 yards, though. Consistently. Yeah, probably that too. What Lou said. Probably better off that way. God, could you imagine autistic children? More autistic than me? No thanks. I use Remington Thunderbolts. It's the only ammo that my rifle will take consistently. It's picky because the ejectors on my rifle are pieces of shit. Lucky for me, the Thunderbolts are like the second cheapest option. So that's a good thing. Let's bring some more budget-minded knives out on the table. I don't think everybody needs to be looking at $1,000 in knives right now if we're talking about budget stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that one back out. Actually, this Icon knife is customized. See, the thing about my rifle is it's a bolt action, and it has ejector issues. So, those don't go together very well. Rarely ever happens on bolt actions, but what do we consider budget? Under $100? Does that sound about right? If so, I'm putting the wee banter out. If not, I'll take it back. I'm not going to discredit the cheap knives. Because there are some great cheap knives. Under 75, we'll keep it under 75 then. Go ahead and take the banter out of there and replace it with something else. I think I'm going to keep the penguin off the table though. With the fact that I can't sharpen it very well, I don't want to show that one off. I'm basing this off of used prices, by the way, not new. Yeah. If you're scared of using an expensive knife, a cheap knife is going to be great. And you don't feel so bad about knocking them into each other. Now, me being the way that I am, I stopped caring a while back. It's not that I make a shit ton of money or anything. It's just that I bought it, I enjoy it, and I'm not going to let it sit in a box if I enjoy it. Some people just enjoy looking at them. Either that or just have a buddy that'll sharpen shit for you for cheap. That's what I do. There we go. Yeah, so I charge close friends like $4, $4 or $5 a blade, but I don't do kitchen knives. But for folders, I'm more than happy to charge that much for anybody that I'm close to. And then everybody else, it's between 10 and 20 for the first time. Every time after that on the same blade's like $3. It's not that expensive to keep them in good condition. So yeah, all these ones used are less than $75. I didn't realize that I had that many inexpensive knives on the table today. Those rolling sharpeners wear out really quickly though. Honestly, I just need to stop being lazy and learn how to sharpen larger knives. I've done it before. Are you saying I don't get them razor sharp? I like to think that the knives that I sell, I do. I love how the live stream cut out right when I said that. From dull to shaving takes me 15 minutes or less, depending on the steel. MagnaCut takes up to 20, and no, Maximate takes about 20 as well. As long as there's no chips, it really doesn't take that long. If there's a chip, it's going to take forever, though. A knife that I sold Friday, I sold a Manix 2 on Friday. That one had a chip up towards the tip, and it took an hour and a half to sharpen it out. S30V. It's the largest chip that I've ever fixed in a knife. But yeah, S90V, I love that stuff. I wish we could get it for cheaper. It's a great steel. I don't think that it gets the credit it deserves. And with Magnamax coming out, I think S90V is likely going to be obsolete. That very much saddens me. All the S series steels are from Crucible, although Crucible's gone, so now it's from Aerosteel. They bought the rights to, I think, every one of the S series steels. So S30V, S35VN, S45VN, S60V, S90V, S110V, S125V. I can't think of any others at the moment. Yeah, I'm just disappointed that S90V is probably going to be replaced by Magnamax. Every 3 years? That'd be wild, dude. I don't know if we can get much better. Here's the thing, right? MagnaCut, I don't think I've ever heard of either of those ones. S140V is a thing. That's so basic. Apparently it was never released. Ooh, some people are gonna hate me for saying this. No, I was saying S40V. This one was never released. It was patented, but they never actually came out with it. The K-bar. Yeah, people are gonna hate me for saying this, but Medford makes one. He's got a lot of controversy around his name, though. So if you plan on showing it off, and it's gonna be like $700. Hinderer makes one. I'm pretty sure. I think that one's gonna be around 500 or 600. No, it was basic. When I say basic, I mean it had 3 materials in it, or 4 materials in it. Like there's nothing going on there. It's a shit ton of carbon. Give me just a second, I'll show you the K-bar I'm talking about. S140. Yeah. Almost 3.5%. Holy shit, that's a lot of vanadium. Whoa, what the fuck? I thought that was chromium. Oh my god. 14.5% vanadium. Oh my god, that's insane. Dude, Maximate has less than that. I think. Rex 121 and Maximate both have less than that. But they both have tungsten in them. Yeah, so Medford has the controversy around his name sparks around some racism stuff that happened. Um, he got really mad about Chinese knockoffs of his products and made some unsavory comments back at a Blade Show in 24, I think. That's the main controversy around him. And by the sounds of it, his company isn't doing great after that. I understand the anger though. I do. You spend all this time coming up with just a sec. I'm looking up the hinderer that I was talking about a minute ago. I understand the anger when you design something and then some other company takes the design and your copyright and makes fake versions of it. Yeah, but a lot of people don't look at it that way. I don't really care either way. It's a merit thing. If your knives suck and you do that, then there's no point in buying from you anymore. But if you make good shit, the Hinderer K-bar. If you can get one, they're about 575 to 600 by the looks of it. 3V01 3V. So this is probably about the one that you'd want. It's in CPM 3V. It'll do anything that you need it to do. Yeah, that's kind of the way that I'm thinking about going is Just leave my politics out of it. The thing is, I'm not mad at either side. I'm closer to center than I'd like to admit, but people get so mad when they hear about your opinions. It's sad. It really is. I miss when I could have a disagreement with somebody and you disagree with them and it'd stay like that, and that's it. It'll be a great knife. This the Enduro K bar is going to be a great knife. The thing is, they have to be available if you can get one. Like, I don't think they make a shit ton of these. Yeah, the thing that happened is he said those things, and then people didn't like what he said, so they went and started buying all the fake ones instead of the real ones. I don't agree with what was said, but purposefully hurting a business because of comments by buying counterfeit products is damaging to the United States economy. And it's just unfortunate to watch. No, there isn't a huge market for these things. I wouldn't expect there to be anyway. Bob Rick, what's up? Welcome back. Chris Reeve doesn't make K-Bar style. They make their own style knives, though. I think they're a little less. Let me check my local dealer. See, that's another thing that I 100% agree with. If you're in business, quit taking sides. Nobody cares. That's the truth. Nobody cares until you bring it up. And then everybody cares. Well, Coconut Cowboy Cantaloupe, I just read your whole name just now. That's a good name. Give me just a minute. Local knife shop, Northwest Knives. Anyway, I dropped 400 on this one. And I treat it like it costs as much as any of the ones on the table. We're going to shop by brand. And we're going to look up Chris Reeve. We're going to see if they have any Pacifics or anything like that for sale right now. We'll sort by low to high. That's great. Let's filter by available, preferably. No? Fixed blade tactical. Nope, they don't have any of the Pacifics for sale, or the Green Berets. Fixed blade hunting. Yeah, they're sold out of everything. Damn. No, my local knife shop had a couple Pacifics for sale recently. You guys must look at me as some sort of monster or something. 19 likes. Nice. I think the channel's finally starting to heal now that I'm streaming more often. They're just kind of hard to get. They don't make a ton of them. The Chris Reeve fixed blades. They don't make a whole lot of them. And they make like 1 or 2 batches of each model yearly, annually. Thanks. That's definitely what I wanted to hear. Totally. I am 6 foot tall. Yep. Apparently that's appealing. But once they hear I'm 6 feet tall and 265 pounds, all of a sudden I'm not that attractive anymore. Here's the problem with my hands, right? I got my dad's palms size, and then I got my mom's fingers. So, like, my fingers are small compared to my hand overall. You're evil, man. I'm not that bad. The economy class. I don't know. I kind of suck at telling jokes. I'm not an overly funny person. I wonder if I have a Wikipedia page. Pillsbury Doughboy. God damn, bro. Jesus. And I thought I was mean when I looked in the mirror. God damn. All right. Wikipedia. And let's look myself up. Whew. I don't exist. Means I'm not mainstream enough yet. Lives somewhere in the Boise area. God damn, bro. Jeez. I do enjoy laughing at the misfortune of others, specifically when they deserve it. Do I want to exist? That's a hard question to answer. Where were we? Baby hands. Oh, y'all are evil. Evil, evil, evil people. It's doable. Anything's doable. I expect to have a Wikipedia page by the time I die. I wonder how much damn. I'm gonna go cry in my sleep. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep, and you guys can deal with the aftermath. Oh, what to do? All the knives on the table are clean. Oh, please. My hands have been on the channel for like 3.5 years now. I'm up very late. Me and being up early do not happen. I swear to God, if I have to put any of you in timeout, that's going to be really embarrassing for you guys. You guys think that's sharp enough? Make you go sit in the fucking corner. Tissue? I think that's sharp enough. Just woke up the house laughing. I'll do it for you. You can sit in timeout for a minute. See how you like that? I wonder if it removes every comment you made. I did not mean to do that. He'll be back in a bit. If I put you in timeout, then it deletes all your comments. I didn't know that it did that. All right, I gotta put some oil on this thing. Wonder if he's back yet. Probably gonna start being mean again. Yeah, you're back. Welcome back. You about done being a doo-doo head? You was being a doo-doo head. You asked for that. Holy shit, it's been 2 hours. It's 4 in the morning. I should probably go to bed. Well, why'd you buy a fake Spyderco off eBay instead of buying a real one from me? What were you buying anyway? God, you act like I don't carry good shit. Oh, don't buy from KO. He's got real knives that he sharpens himself. Wouldn't want one of those. A PM2. Okay, I don't think I have a PM2 for sale, to be fair. Hit me up on Instagram. No, I just sell things direct to people. Like almost everything here is for sale. Almost. Yeah, if there's any knives that you guys are ever looking for, feel free to ask. I might have something. I probably won't, but I might. Like lately I've been moving away from the really high-end stuff. Yeah, firearms you need to go through an FFL. For knives, I can just ship directly to your door. Do it all the time. Over 100 transactions so far. Yeah, but I think you have to do them to an FFL though. It's dumb, but you know, that's just how the laws is. Yep. Hmm. Trying to think of if I could get a PM2. Because I don't want to sell mine. I got way too good of a deal on mine. So when I say I got a $40 PM2, people are always like, whoa. And then, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Both sides needing a background check sounds pretty typical. You can do private transactions, but if you're buying anywhere online from a business, it has to go to an FFL, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that that's how that works. Yeah, well, people had common sense back then. and the average person wasn't dealing with the mental illness that's going on right now. You can do private transactions. It's just interstate commerce. I think you have to do an FFL. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Evil Twin, do you have Instagram? No, you can sell. Okay, let me explain this. You can do direct private sale between people in person. I know that for a fact. Through interstates, like between states, I think you have to do FFL. If you're buying from a business, it has to be shipped to an FFL if it's out of state. There's some more nuanced shit too. I really don't want to get into it because I don't understand it all. I think owning and understanding firearms is an extremely important thing. I'm not saying that you have to own a firearm, but I think that you should have to understand how they work. Gifting is fine as long as the person receiving it isn't, or as long as you aren't knowingly giving it to somebody who is a felon. It may be as long as they aren't, not as long as you know that they aren't. But yeah, both of my rifles were gifted to me. Fair enough. I just think it's important to understand the consequences of firearms. I don't think that I'm going to sell anything tonight. And that's okay. I didn't expect to. And again, it's not necessarily. I just think it's important for people to know firearms can be dangerous when used incorrectly. I lost a like? Wow, that surprises me. Okay. Buy a knife from me. Ooh. Yeah, I doubt you're gonna end up buying one though. Incosi and the Enduro. Keys, wallet, phone. Flytanium pry bar. Oh, now it's at 20. Weird. Fake PM2. I don't sell fake stuff. What can you buy now? Well, let me remove all the stuff that you can't buy. This one has an issue and I don't want to sell it. I'm going to go sell it to a pawn shop because I don't feel good selling it directly to somebody. This one's mine. Customized it myself. Oh, the fake PM2 was your carry? Did you enjoy it? All those are for sale. You didn't enjoy your fake PM2? Are you going to return it? Yeah, I'll get the backpacker out real quick. You still thinking about it? I'm not looking forward to shipping this. No. I put Lou in a timeout. He said something mean, so I put him in timeout. Mm. You know what sucks about buying a Chris Reeve to resell? Is I buy these things and then I want to keep them. Right? Lou got hit by friendly fire. He wasn't being very friendly. That was not friendly fire. No, but every time that I buy one of these Chris Reeves, I know that I'm buying it to sell it, and then I enjoy it, and then I don't want to sell it. It sucks, dude. I drop money on these things to make money. I'm not that way. I'm not that bad, I promise. It's just the high-end stuff. I have trouble selling the stuff that I enjoy. That's expensive. Opening a gun shop's expensive. I forgot to put one out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pitch it right here. I only deal with Cash App. 45, 45, 45. This one's actually, that one's for my dad. 50, 50, 40, 45. Prices are shipped. And there we go. You bet it was Cowboy who did that. Sounds like he doesn't own any guns anymore, so I'm going to disagree with you there. I need to be more proficient with pistols. I'm great with a rifle. I fucking suck with pistols. We were talking about this the other night. Oh. My favorite knife right there. I do need to add some Van Axe to the collection. It sounds like a cool steel. It's expensive. We'll see you later, KC3. You have a good one. The unfortunate part about KC3 is everything that he wants to buy for me, I want to keep. He wants my Unums on. He wants my 940. It's like every single time that I have something I want to keep, he ends up wanting it too. Oh, similar tastes. I've never tried Van Axe, and I really do want to. I know it's extremely stainless. I just don't do anything that requires high stainless properties. It'd be great if you wanted the Sabenza. I want to get rid of that thing, but it sounds like you didn't want it because I didn't want it, so. I said I was getting rid of it, and he's like, oh, no, I don't want that one. He doesn't want it anymore, so I don't want it. I'm still sitting here playing with the backpacker. You know what's funny is after I sell this backpacker and I sell that Chavez, I will have enough money to buy that custom grail that I was talking about. Is that like code name for your wife or? Anyway, we'll see you later, Evil Twin. You have a good one. Yeah, the worst part about having enough money for that custom is I'm still gonna have to wait like 6 months until I can get it. The wait's only like 2 or 3 months, but I want it finished on my birthday. And that's almost 6 months away. The insurance? You mean cost for insurance with shipping? Or wait time on the build's like 3 months. 2 to 3 months. I just need to have enough money for it. The backpacker is going to be insured for $500. It's going to cost $5 to insure. I don't know how much it's going to cost to ship it, though. The 18th, which lands on a Thursday this year, or next year. So they might actually be able to do it for me. Why is it taking so long? Who makes that? An 8-month wait. I don't know. I don't deal in fakes, so. Which is really, really funny because KO stands for knockoff. So, the fact I don't sell knockoff knives is really funny to me. There's a long story behind that, and I'm really not going to get into it. If you're interested, I left a comment about it on Reddit a while back. Only knockoffs. No. I'd feel too bad doing that. You mean AZ USA Blade Works? That is a long wait. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about these things. I thought it was one of them too good to be true things. OEM is Miguron though. I don't know, with the Oh, I 100% agree that I will like to have, or I would probably have to change my business name. Sells real, claims it's fake. Yeah, I found the Eldorado. I'm looking at it right now. Fishy Fingers, what's up? Good morning. It is indeed morning. Yeah, I've got a company name in mind. I just haven't done, I haven't told anybody the name because I haven't signed it up under an LLC yet. I don't want somebody stealing the name, but so I'm not bringing it up. But I don't know how to set up an LLC right now, and with my current job, I don't know if I'm allowed to own an LLC. Oh, I'm sure I could figure it out. But I would appreciate the help. I have confirmed I will not be selling any knives tonight. Anyway. Fun. Eventually. Within... Somebody asked where I want to be in 10 years. And having a knife company was in that vision, so... Yes. Yeah, I bet it does. Especially for someone with a huge lack of motivation. And someone who hates doing taxes, because I think you have to do them quarterly. So that's fun. Hmm. Anyway, guys, my back's starting to hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. If any of you guys are interested in joining that Instagram group chat that I started, then hit me up on Instagram and I'll throw you in there. If not, oh well. But I'll go ahead and leave it there. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. Stick to selling pictures of my hands on OnlyFans. Well, at least you said selling, not for free. Yep, so hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.